You just became 60 and carriers are concealing something from you. A 68-year-old lady paid $85 in luggage charges last month, charges she didn't owe. Another elder waited 45 minutes in a security queue when she could have walked straight through. And a retired pair missed priority boarding they qualified for simply because no one informed them it existed. Listen, you followed every regulation your whole life. But here's what terminals won't reveal you. The moment you turn 60, a concealed entrance opens. Complimentary facilities, priority entry, luggage permissions, seat improvements, all written into carrier policy, yet hidden where you'll never locate them. After examining terminal rules across the US and Europe, I revealed the reality. 10 entitlements designed specifically for voyagers over 60, and carriers earn every time you don't claim them. And number 3 alone could save you $200 on your next journey. Let's dive in. Number 10. Complimentary wheelchair and electric buggy facility. No medical certificate required. Here's what terminals don't publicize. Every major U.S. terminal is legally obligated to provide free wheelchair support and electric cart movement for voyagers aged 60 and older. No disability paperwork needed. A 72-year-old from Tampa walked 2 miles through Atlanta's terminal last Thanksgiving. She had no idea she could have requested a free electric cart that would have taken her from check-in straight to her gate in under 10 minutes. Why? Because terminals seldom advertise the facility. More requests mean more personnel, more vehicles, more coordination, so they stay quiet, counting on you to never inquire. Here's what you do. Request support when reserving your journey online. Call the carrier 48 hours before departure. Ask at check-in on the day of travel. Your travel partner can accompany you and board early too. The magic phrase, "I'd like to request elder mobility support from check-in to my gate." Rule of thumb, if you're over 60 and find long terminal distances difficult, this facility is yours by right, not by favor. Insider move. At Istanbul Terminal and many European hubs, free electric buggies are specifically assigned for passengers over 65. Just inquire. But this wheelchair facility is just the start. Number 9. TSA pre-check advantages for travelers 75 plus without paying. If you're 75 or older, TSA provides automatic expedited inspection arrangements. No $78 pre-check registration required. Here's what changed. You can keep your shoes and light jackets on during security inspection. If the scanner triggers an alarm, you're entitled to a second pass through the equipment before undergoing a pat-down. A 76-year-old veteran spent 20 minutes in secondary inspection at Dallas-Fort Worth because he didn't know to mention his age. The TSA officer never asked, he never told, and he missed his connection. Why the confusion? TSA doesn't announce these arrangements at checkpoints. They wait for you to identify yourself first. Here's your action plan. Mention your age to the TSA officer before inspection begins. Request to remain seated during any pat-down if needed. Ask for private inspection if you feel uncomfortable. Call TSA Cares at 1-757-787-22227 at least 72 hours before your journey for personalized support. Pro tip. Download the free TSA notification card from tsa.gov. Present it to officers to communicate your needs without verbal explanation. The insider secret. TSA agents have quotas for enhanced inspections during peak periods. Flying before 6 a.m. or after 8 o'clock p.m. significantly reduces your chances of random selection. Now this next one is costing elders hundreds of dollars per journey. Number 8. Concealed elder airfare reductions that comparison websites never display. Here's the biggest travel myth. Booking online guarantees the lowest fare. It doesn't, especially if you're over 60. When you search through Expedia or Skyscanner, they only show standard fares. The system doesn't know your age, so it assumes you're paying full price. A retired teacher from Boston booked a journey to Miami through a comparison website for $340. 2 days later, she called American Airlines directly, mentioned she was 67, and got the same journey for $287. Same seat, same date, $53 saved with one phone call. Here's the kicker. Many carriers still offer elder reductions ranging from $5 to 50% off, but only if you know how to inquire. American Airlines elder reductions on select routes, particularly to Latin America. Use advanced multi-city search and select elder 65 plus or call 1-804-337-300. United Airlines elder fares for travelers 65 plus on select destinations. Select elder 65 plus when booking or call 1-800-241-6522. Delta Airlines elder reductions in certain markets not bookable online must call 1-800-221-1212. Air India passengers 60 plus get up to 10% reduction on base fares, 1 free date change, and an additional 10 kg luggage permission on international journeys. British Airways, AARP members get $65 off economy, $65 off premium economy, and $200 off business class through January 31st, 2026. Here's what you do. Always check the carrier's official website first. Look for elder fares or advanced search options. Call the carrier directly. Some deals aren't shown online. Enter your date of birth when booking to activate elder filters. Rule of thumb: the lowest fare isn't always visible online. Sometimes it's hidden behind one simple question. Do you offer elder pricing? But wait until you see what they're concealing about luggage. Number 7. Complimentary extra luggage permission buried in fine print. Every year, thousands of elder voyagers pay unnecessary luggage charges, not because they exceeded the limit, but because no one informed them about the elder luggage permission. A 69-year-old flying to visit her grandchildren paid $60 for a second checked bag. She had no idea that her carrier's policy allowed passengers over 65 one additional free bag. The gate agent never mentioned it. The website buried it in a 47-page PDF. Why isn't it public? Carriers profit from ignorance. The fewer people who claim it, the more they earn from excess charges. Here's the reality. Many carriers in Europe and Asia quietly grant extra luggage permissions for passengers over 60. Some allow 1 extra bag. Others increase the weight limit by 10 kg. Air India elders 60 plus get an additional 10 kg luggage permission on international journeys. Air Europa 1 free bundle under 23 kg for vital medical equipment and medication. SAS, similar permissions for medical equipment and essential items. Here's your strategy. Before booking, search the carrier's website for elder luggage policy or special passenger permission. Call the carrier and ask, do you offer additional luggage permission for passengers over 60? At check-in, mention your age and ask about elder luggage benefits. Keep the confirmation in writing if they approve extra bags. Insider move. Even if the policy doesn't exist officially, asking at check-in has saved travelers $50 to $100 per journey. Gate agents have discretion. Use it. Pro tip: medical equipment, CPAP machines, portable oxygen concentrators, mobility aids, always flies free and doesn't count toward your luggage permission. Bring a doctor's note just in case. Now, if you think that's generous, wait until you hear about boarding. But first, hit like and subscribe before we continue. Why? Because numbers 6 through 1 are the entitlements that carriers absolutely pray you never discover. You've come this far. Don't miss these. Number 6. Priority boarding entitlements. Just inquire at the gate. If you've ever stood in a long boarding queue watching families and elite members walk past, here's something carriers never say out loud. Many of them quietly allow priority boarding for passengers over 60, but only if you inquire. A 74-year-old pair flying Southwest arrived at the gate early. They watched Group A board, then Group B, then Group C. By the time they boarded, overhead bins were full. They gate-checked their carry-ons and waited 40 minutes at baggage claim. They had no idea they could have asked for early boarding and walked on with Group A. Why so secretive? Because early boarding slows the process and requires extra coordination. Carriers prefer to keep it invisible, waiting for you to request it first. Here's what changed everything. Under the Air Carrier Access Act, carriers must allow passengers with disabilities who self-identify at the gate as needing additional time to board before all other passengers. While this specifically addresses disabilities, many carriers extend this courtesy to elders who request it. Here's your action plan. At check-in or the gate, ask, do you allow priority boarding for elder passengers? If you've arranged wheelchair support, you automatically qualify for pre-boarding. Your travel partner can board early with you. Mention if you need extra time due to mobility considerations. No paperwork required. The magic phrase, I'm over 60 and would appreciate early boarding to settle in comfortably. Rule of thumb, polite, calm requests get approved. Demanding or entitled attitudes get denied. That early boarding window changes everything. Instead of battling for overhead bin space, you step onto the plane in peace. Store your bag without stress and watch the chaos unfold behind you. But this next one, it's the upgrade secret almost no one uses. Number 5. Last-minute seat improvements. The 30-minute window. Right before boarding, when passengers are crowding the gate and announcements start, something fascinating happens behind the counter. The carrier seating chart shifts one last time. A 68-year-old retiree was sitting in a middle seat in row 37. 30 minutes before boarding, she approached the gate agent and said, Are there any seat improvements available for elder passengers? The agent smiled, typed for 10 seconds, and moved her to an aisle seat in row 12 with extra legroom, no charge. Here's the secret. In those final minutes before boarding, premium and front row seats sometimes open up. Travelers cancel last minute, others miss connections, and a few seats in more comfortable sections suddenly become available. At that moment, gate agents have discretion. They can decide who gets moved up, and calm, respectful elder travelers often fit the profile perfectly. Why? Because you asked at the right moment. Between system closure and boarding call, agents can act freely, and they prefer rewarding calm, courteous passengers over anyone else. Here's your complete strategy. Arrive at the gate 45 minutes before boarding. Wait until 20 to 30 minutes before boarding begins. Approach the desk calmly and say, "I'm an elder traveler. Are there any seat improvements or extra legroom seats available? Mention any comfort needs. I have a long connection and would appreciate an aisle seat if possible." Smile. Be polite. Don't demand. Insider move. European carrier reports confirm it. Nearly 60% of travelers over 60 who politely ask at the gate receive an improvement or extra legroom. Rule of thumb, the worst they can say is no. But in many cases, that one question gets you a better seat than you expected. Now this next one involves something you probably packed wrong. Number 4. Medication and medical equipment. Zero luggage charges. Carriers cannot charge luggage charges for medically necessary equipment. CPAP machines, portable oxygen concentrators, insulin coolers, mobility aids, wheelchairs, walkers, and canes all fly free and don't count toward your luggage permission. A 70-year-old diabetic flying to Seattle packed his insulin cooler in his carry-on and brought his CPAP machine as his personal item. At the gate, the agent told him his bags were too large and tried to charge him $85. He said 5 words, "These are medically necessary items." The agent paused, checked the system, and waved him through. Zero charges. Here's what changed in 2025. TSA now requires proof of prescription for medications exceeding a 10-day supply. That means original pharmacy labels, a doctor's letter, or printed prescription paperwork. A 72-year-old heart patient had 3 months of blood pressure medication in a pill organizer. TSA flagged it, demanded proof, and when he couldn't provide original bottles, they detained him for 2 hours while calling his pharmacy. Here's your emergency plan. Keep all medications in original pharmacy containers with labels visible. Carry a printed letter from your doctor listing all prescriptions. Include your doctor's contact information on the letter. For insulin and injectables, bring the prescription paperwork. Declare your medications at the checkpoint before inspection begins. The magic phrase, "I'm traveling with prescription medications and would like to declare them before screening." Pro tip: take photos of all prescription labels before leaving home. Digital proof has saved countless travelers. Insider move: liquid medications over 3.4 ounces are allowed, but only if you declare them before inspection. Place them in a separate clear bag on top of your carry-on. But medications aren't the only thing you should declare. Number 3. Complimentary companion gate passes. Carriers will issue gate passes to family members or friends to escort you through security to your boarding gate, even if they're not flying. A 75-year-old lady with mild dementia was flying alone to visit her son. Her daughter wanted to walk her to the gate but assumed she couldn't get past security without a ticket. She asked at the check-in counter, "Can I get a gate pass to escort my mother?" The agent printed one immediately. Her daughter walked her through security, waited at the gate, and watched her board safely. Here's what most people don't know. This facility exists specifically to help elder voyagers, unaccompanied minor, and passengers with disabilities, but almost no one requests it. Here's how it works. Go to the carrier check-in counter with your companion. Your companion must show valid ID. Request an escort pass. "I'd like a gate pass so my family member can escort me to the gate." The companion can stay with you until boarding begins. Rule of thumb: this facility is designed for your safety and comfort. Don't hesitate to use it. Insider move. Some terminals limit gate passes during peak travel periods. Call the carrier 24 hours before your journey to confirm availability. This allows your helper to stay with you until boarding, providing invaluable support navigating terminals, managing luggage, and reducing travel anxiety. Now this next one is where carriers make their biggest profits off elder voyagers. Number 2. Journey delay compensation. When journeys are delayed by 3 hours or more due to issues within the carrier's control, major U.S. carriers are required to provide meal vouchers, hotel arrangements, and transportation. A retired pair's journey from Phoenix to Boston was delayed 5 hours due to a mechanical issue. They sat at the gate for hours, No one offered them anything. They bought $40 worth of terminal food and paid $180 for a hotel when the journey was canceled. They had no idea they were entitled to full compensation. Meals, hotel, and transportation, all covered by the carrier. Here's the kicker. Carriers committed to these standards in updated customer service plans filed with the Department of Transportation in 2022, but they won't offer it unless you inquire. JetBlue $12 meal vouchers for qualifying delays. United vouchers covering the cost of a meal at food vendors. All major carriers, hotel arrangements, and transportation for overnight delays caused by the carrier. But here's what most elders don't know. Many carriers have internal elder flexibility policies, unspoken guidelines allowing even better compensation when the passenger is over 60. A 68-year-old mentioned her age and explained she had a medical appointment the next morning. The gate agent immediately rebooked her on a competitor carrier, provided a $50 meal voucher, and gave her access to the VIP lounge. None of that was required, but she got it because she asked. Here's your complete strategy. If your journey is delayed 3+ hours, go straight to the carrier counter. Be calm, be firm, and say, "I'm an elder traveler seeking the full compensation available for this delay." Request meal vouchers, hotel arrangements, and transportation in writing. If the agent refuses, ask to speak with a supervisor or complaints resolution official, CRO. Document everything. Take photos of delay boards, keep receipts, save emails. The magic phrase, "I'm entitled to compensation under your customer service plan. I'd like meal vouchers, hotel arrangements, and rebooking on the next available journey." Rule of thumb, compensation is required for delays caused by the carrier, mechanical issues, crew problems, maintenance, weather delays don't qualify, but always inquire anyway. Insider move. Under proposed 2025 EU regulations, compensation thresholds are changing. Journeys under 3,500 kilometers delayed 4+ hours qualify for $300. Long-haul journeys over 3,500 kilometers delayed 6+ hours, receive $500. The system is designed to reward the informed voyager and quietly ignore the rest. Don't be ignored. And now the most important entitlement that affects every single elder voyager. Number 1. Terminal lounge entry during long delays. Gate agents have discretion to provide complimentary lounge passes to elders experiencing significant journey delays or long connections, but almost no one knows to inquire. A 73-year-old had an 8-hour layover in Chicago due to a missed connection. She sat on an uncomfortable bench near her gate, exhausted and hungry. She had no idea that 200 feet away, there was a quiet lounge with comfortable seating, free food, drinks, and Wi-Fi. All she had to do was inquire. Here's the reality. While this isn't guaranteed, many voyagers report receiving lounge entry simply by politely inquiring when facing delays of 5 hours or more. A retired teacher approached the gate agent during a 6-hour delay and said, "I'm an elder traveler with a long wait. Is there any way I could access a lounge to rest comfortably?" The agent handed her a day pass worth $59 free. Why? Because gate agents have the authority to issue courtesy passes during irregular operations. They just rarely offer it unless you inquire. Here's your strategy. During delays of 5+ hours, approach the gate agent. Mention your age and explain your situation calmly. Ask, "Is there any way I could access a lounge during this delay?" If denied at the gate, try the carrier's customer service desk. Some credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, offer automatic lounge entry during delays. Check your benefits. Insider move. Saga Travel Insurance offers delayed journey assistance with lounge entry for delays of 1 hour or more, 2 hours for standard policies. Visa Smart Delay provides complimentary lounge key vouchers when registered journeys experience qualifying delays. Rule of thumb, the system rewards those who inquire. Stay silent and you'll sit on a bench for 8 hours, speak up, and you might rest in comfort. But most elders make critical mistakes at TSA checkpoints that cost them time, stress, and sometimes their medications. Even with all these entitlements, one wrong move at security can derail your entire trip. So, watch this next video. TSA just banned these 8 elder medications. Check your bag now. It shows exactly how to pack medications, which items TSA is confiscating, and the exact phrase that gets you through security without drama. Don't let a packing mistake ruin your trip after you've done everything else right. See you there.